Hello everyone, my name is Anish and I'm here to talk to you about the dangers of alcohol intoxication. I remember back when I was a kid, I used to go out drinking with my buddies every weekend and I used to think it would make me cool. I felt like I always made a lot of friends and I always had a great time when I went out to the bars. But I remember one night distinctly, it was a Friday night where I had gone out with my friends to the bars and I had a couple too many drinks. As I was walking down the staircase to get back to my dorm, I tripped and fell and I cracked my head on the bottom. A couple of passerby found me and they took me to the hospital where I had to remain overnight. The school, in accordance with policy, had to call my parents, which was very embarrassing for both me and my family. I'm here to educate you about the dangers of alcohol consumption and try to make sure you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Long-term alcohol abuse can lead to feelings of disorientation even when you're completely sober. In coordination with the Biomedical Engineering Department here at Georgia Tech, my team and I have designed an experiment intended to show you just what sorts of effects alcohol can have on your sense of balance.
The objective of this experiment was to help educate college students about the detrimental effects of alcohol consumption and the injuries that it can lead to. For both the day and nighttime simulated intoxication conditions, it was hypothesized that the test subjects' motor coordination would worsen as simulated blood alcohol concentration increased, as shown by higher total distance moved by the center of balance, as the simulated blood alcohol concentration increased when compared to pre- and post-test controls. Due to the ethical implications and impracticality of administering alcohol to test subjects, fatal vision beer goggles simulating various blood alcohol concentrations, also known as BAC, levels will be used to mimic alcohol-induced ataxia.
To test our hypothesis, total displacement of the center of balance of each subject was used to quantify effects on motor coordination. Subjects were asked to perform 8 tests under the following conditions in order: a control with no goggles, 0.07 to 0.1 BAC daytime, 0.17 to 0.2 BAC daytime, 0.25 plus BAC daytime, and then the same concentrations in nighttime goggles, followed by a second control with no goggles. For each test, the subject was asked to stand on the Nintendo Wii balance board for 30 seconds as center of balance data was collected. Each test was preceded by a period of adjustment to the goggles in which the subject walked up and down a hallway and high-fived a tester, and was followed by a period of rest of approximately 1 minute.
The center of balance of 12 test subjects was tracked and recorded via a Nintendo Wii balance board and a LabVIEW VI for both day and nighttime conditions and simulated intoxication levels listed in the figure. A statistically significant increase in the movement of the center of balance from baseline measurement was seen when subjects wore medium and high intoxication daytime goggles. There was no statistical increase in the movement of the center of balance while subjects wore nighttime goggles. No statistical difference was observed between the pre- and post-test controls, therefore they are used as one control for our data analysis. The error bars represent standard error. Statistical difference was found using a one-way ANOVA and Tukey's post-hoc test and GraphPad in an alpha value of 0.05.
The results of our study show the statistical difference in the total displacement of center of balance between the control and simulated blood alcohol concentrations for the daytime goggles. This result was not observed for the nighttime goggles. This is most likely due to the fact that subjects got used to the visual impairment effects of the goggles after a round of daytime testing, especially since nighttime testing followed soon afterwards. Therefore, in future studies, we propose that daytime and nighttime testing be conducted during 2 completely different testing periods. Another limitation of our study is the fact that beer goggles are only indicative of the visual impairment effects that are often associated with alcohol intoxication. Therefore, in order to better understand the effects of alcohol consumption on one center of balance, actual alcohol intoxication must be used. With the results of our study and the completion of the proposed future studies, college students will be able to better understand the harmful effects of alcohol and make educated decisions regarding personal alcohol consumption.
Blame it on the lose, got you feeling loose, blame it on the throne, got you in the zone, blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the 1, then comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4, everybody drunk out on the dance floor.